Karl Jarres was a politician of the German People's Party during the Weimar Republic. From 1923 to 1924–1925, he was Minister of the Interior and Vice-Chancellor of Germany. Jarres was also the long-serving mayor of Duisburg from 1914 to 1933. After the Nazis deposed him, he started a career in industry. Early life. Karl Jarres was born on the 21st of September 1874 in Remscheid, in the Prussian Rhine province. His father, Rudolf Jarres, was a merchant. His mother was Maria Jarres, an EQT Bush. Karl studied law at London, Paris, Bonn and Berlin, and was awarded a Dr.IUR in 1897 at the University of Erlangen. After his legal clerkship, Jarres started working in municipal administration. He was Stadtassessor and then Begeordneter at Düren. In 1907, he became Begeordneter at Cologne. In 1910, he was elected mayor of Remscheid. Jarres was married in Düren in 1903 to Frey, an EQT Schull, daughter of a paper manufacturer. They had two daughters. Political career. In 1911, Jarres became Oberbürgermeister of Remscheid. After 1914, he was the Oberbürgermeister of Duisburg, located in the Ruhr region, a position he held until 1933. As representative for Duisburg, Jarres was a member of the Prussian Upper Chamber, the Herrenhaus, from 1914 to 18. During World War I, he was successful in securing food supplies from the city. During and after the revolution, he opposed the establishment of a far-left Räterschaft, at the cost of being at times subject to physical violence. He joined the German People's Party when it was created in 1918 and remained a member until the DVP was dissolved in 1933. However, Jarres never played a leading role in the party. From 1919 to 1933, Jarres was a member of the Prussian State Council. He was also active in the Prussian Stadttag. During the occupation of the Ruhr in 1923, he was deposed as mayor by the military authorities and served a deportation order by the Belgians. Since he ignored it, a military court sentenced him to 2 months in prison. After he was released, the Prussian and Reich governments appointed him Vertrauensmann for the occupied territory. He had become known nationwide for his steadfast stance against the occupation. Strongly nationalistic feeling and a dedication to liberty made him one of the most ardent supporters of the Vereinigungspolitik. On the 11th of November 1923, Jarres followed the invitation by Gustav Stresemann and became Minister of the Interior in the second Stresemann cabinet. He kept that position under Chancellor Wilhelm Marx until 1925. In the first and second Marx cabinets, Jarres was also Vice-Chancellor. After the Ruhr crisis was over, Jarres loyally supported the policies of Stresemann. The second Marx cabinet resigned on the 15th of December 1924, and was replaced on the 15th of January 1925 by the first cabinet of Hans Luther. Again urged by Stresemann, Jarres became the candidate of the DVP in the 1925 German presidential election, the first direct election to the office of President of the Reich following Friedrich Ebert's death. In the first round of the election, he received the largest number of votes with over 10 million, and his plurality was at nearly 39%. The next major candidates were Otto Braun of the Social Democrats with nearly 8 million votes and Wilhelm Marx of the Catholic Centre Party, with nearly 4 million votes. Jarres withdrew his candidacy in the second round of voting in favor of Paul von Hindenburg, who would go on to win the closely fought second round of elections against Marx and Ernst Thälmann, the candidate of the Communist Party of Germany. Returning from Berlin to Duisburg in 1925, he worked towards a substantial increase in the size of the city and the territorial restructuring of the Ruhr, but achieved only the merger with Hamborn in 1929. When the Great Depression hit, the city, relying mostly on heavy industry, was severely affected, and Jarres could do little to prevent unemployment from rising. After 1933, re-elected in 1930, Jarres was deposed as mayor by the Nazis in May 1933 and in November retired from public life. He spent the rest of his career in private industry, as a member of the supervisory board and management board of well-known Duisburg companies such as Demag. After 1945, he was instrumental in the rebuilding of the Ruhr industry. From 1942 to 51, he was chairman of the supervisory board of Klockner. Jarres died on 20 October 1951 at Duisburg.